need to close my door so people don't think I'm talking to myself quickly. People don't think I'm talking to myself now. Oh, I kind of am. This will be kept up as a tutorial for later. I really need to zoom out a bit. Now I'm just going to have to... Why am I so far zoomed in? Good enough. So actually, I won't go. No. Alright, I have to deal with that. So, we're making a cat base. I have already started to make one, but I decided I'm going to film a tutorial, and I had already started on that one. So, first of all, this isn't mandatory, you don't have to, but I like to make these corners round so that it's curved. Just like that. Just make those corners curve. There, just so they're curved. Then I do that again to the other side. They don't need to be even, you won't notice them. It's done. And then I wouldn't normally add elastic at this stage, but I am going to. So I can display it on top of little bob we've got up here. Oh, don't tell me I need another box. God, you're getting premium treatment. You guys staying on 2 hot glue boxes. Oh, and back you up. Yeah. Does that look okay? Yeah, I think that'll be good enough to like put my mask on that. Yeah. Okay, so I wouldn't usually put elastic on at this step, but I want to be able to display it whilst I'm making it. So it's easy for you guys to watch. So I'm going to add elastic at this. Elastic is easy. When you buy these cat masks, or at least when you buy them off Amazon, they come with elastics. I keep in my sewing tub. They tend to come with like these, which I use because they work well enough for me. I've got my chair. And then I go, I thought it was going to be really hard to do, like on camera. And then I just pull it through there, back onto the other side, so that you've just thread it through there and you've twisted it back. And then I'll do a double knot on this side so that it's good. And then hi! I am just making this either as a mask making video, just live. I'm going to keep it up a bit later as a tutorial because one of my friends asked me to put one up. Hi! Cool. Oh my god, there's people. Wow, did not expect people. I'm just trying to knot this up before it gets damaged or undone. No, I'm not. I am mask maker and quadrobist. Cool. There, I'm just gonna put that on there for a second, so I can cover up the creepiness of this thing in the background, because it's creepy. There, that can be less creepy. Thank you. I'm going to grab one of my masks so I can, if I'm talking, I can actually just be turned around. So I will be back in literally like a second. I need to just grab something from my room. I know it's beautiful. It definitely doesn't hold my nightmares. Anyway, yes, I'll be back in literally a second. Returned. It was downstairs, so I had to very quickly run downstairs, so now out of breath. There. Hi. There. I haven't actually shown my face. I got tall. I'm quite putting on many phone boxes. I have to move you back a bit. There I am. I still look short. I'm not that short. I haven't fully decided yet. I tend to go off what the shape of the mask looks like. It's definitely going to be some sort of large cat, is what I've figured out so far. I think he's going to be like either like a circle or something. So, I can't say anything. I am not awake enough. But I decided being live was more important. Oh, that's terrifying. Thank you. It's one of my first masks I tried actually properly adding fur to. I really need to do something about the eyes. The eyes are not really matching. They're more cartoony, but they are good enough for now. Oh Lord, you are creepy. Stop staring at me. Sorry, there's this. My first dino mask is staring at me from the corner. It is odd. And it can stop staring at me. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, that about fell down. This is how these masks looks before I add eyes and ears. You're beautiful, buddy. I think it will look better once, because this is my oldest one. I got this a while ago because I got it for like, it wasn't even Christmas, it was like Halloween. I think it wasn't a present or anything. I just begged my parents for it. And then I made it, but I don't really like the hood, so at some point I'm going to give you a good haircut and remove it. My neighbours definitely think I'm talking to myself. Thank you. My neighbours definitely think I'm talking to myself and going probably crazy. Luckily, what time is it? Oh, they're coming on from school now. I'm homeschooled, so I've been home all day, but they're coming home. So I have heard them coming home. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Because that's my most recent dino mask that's still in the making. Yeah. I took her eyes out a few days ago, so yeah, you're blind. Your eyes weren't the best. Your eyes were. So yeah, I'm just gonna go back. You can go back in your corner. So I'm gonna keep. That fell down. I'm going to move you back, and now you're very close again. Let me turn around, and I'm gonna keep working on this monstrosity. I have oil pastel all over my hands. Go. You're just gonna go back there. You can just see the edge of her fur. Now you're coming back, buddy. You get haunted by this again, which I definitely didn't stab a few times. You can go down there. This is so tall. It needs to be tall so that the top doesn't get cut off from here. But then you're also on an angle, so it's a very weird perspective, I know. And I'm going to stop talking about angles and perspectives because this is not durable. So I think I'm going to cut out the eye shape next because the ears are a bit complicated. So I think I'm going to do the eyes first. I do need to just tighten the elastics. Let's stop swinging scissors about. Chop the elastics down. There, just needed to. There. I think that's Good. Now I am going to try and stay up here, but at the same time not make the eyes wonky. So I'm going to try and stay in frame, but I might not be in frame the whole time. This is going to be hard to do it in frame. You know what, I'm just going to take you down like a box. Yes, you are standing on hot glue boxes. Because, you know what, you're supposed to fall. I'm trying to figure out the best angle to do this at. I'm just going to do this eye first, because you guys can kind of see it. I'm not looking through the camera right now. So my head is literally about touching the thing, but I'm going to keep making sure I'm in frame. I think I am in frame, or at least enough in frame for it. And that's a good round bit for the main bit of the eye. Yeah, I think that's good. And then the bottom bit, which I might be a bit out of frame for this. I'm sorry, but I can't really not be out of frame. Whilst also making the eyes even. That's one eye. There. I think that's. I don't want to make the eye too round, but I do also want the eye to be a bit bigger, but I don't want it to be big because I think I made my last eyes a bit too round, and I think I cut the ears off a bit too far. And then I'm going to work on an angle to film this. That's confident. Or I think that's good. You can see that, I hope. I'm trying to figure out a chat filter. I can do top messages or all messages. I think I'm going to do all messages. I think that has a better chance of sending all of them through, hence the name. I'm going to try and make this even without paying attention to the other side. Even enough. That is my thing. I'm sorry if I don't know if chat's going through or not, if messages are going through or not, because I accidentally changed my chat filter, and I don't know if they're going through anymore. I've put it on all, so I'm just gonna hope they go through. If they don't, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I think the eyes are even. Yeah, you're even enough. Put my pencil away. And then spend the long time, the great time of cutting the eyes out. I don't really enjoy cutting the eyes out, but there's no point drawing the eyes on if you're just gonna leave them only drawn. I need to put my hot glue gun in to heat up whilst I'm doing this, because I always forget that, and then my hot glue gun isn't heated up by the time I need it. So I'm gonna plug my hot glue gun in. Oh, you're being moved. Lay that across that way. There. Very almost knocked you guys over, but I didn't knock you guys over, so I'm going to carry on cutting your eyes out. I don't know if chat's going through or not. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. And then I went off live for a very quick second. I fixed it as quick as I could. I'm just cutting these eyes out. I am trying to make this a tutorial when I finish the live, but also make it interesting on the live. So I'm struggling to do both. I am trying to stay in frame, but at the same time I don't want to have half a finger. I am trying to stay in frame, but at the same time I don't want a missing finger. There, I think that's cut out, or at least a quarter of it's cut out. I don't know if I should I leave, I don't know if I should leave chat on all or top messages. I think I'm going to leave it on top messages because all just confused me. And I've never used it before. Wish I could zoom out a bit further, but my ow, put my arm against a hot glue gun. That was not my smartest decision I've ever made. That was not my smartest decision. I'm now just working on cutting eye out. I think once I've done this little bit, I am gonna finish cutting for a second. Yeah, that's good enough. I'm going back up there, buddy. And then I am going to put you on one hot glue box. And then put the mask on. Oops, did not mean to do that. You face that way. Can't really see him, but you're gonna. He exists. I'm just putting my mask on so I can turn the camera around. I feel short when I do that. I'm just trying to put it more on there. I feel less short now. Because I have accidentally already made my ear shape, so anyone who's watching the tutorial, I will tell you how to do it, but I can't show you because I've already made my shape. But I will go through it and like say how to make it, if that makes any sense. This is going to be a really long tutorial because I get distracted so easily. And this is also large, so I'm trying to not make it boring. For, you know, I'm gonna occasionally talk to people if they do come on live. But I am also going to keep this interesting, or at least working for later. So I'm going to put thing back up a level. So I'm going to carry on cutting this out. I don't know if I should take my mask off or not because I'm now slightly less better view and I've got bad vision anyway. I don't really need a mask hindering it. I might try and put my glasses on under the mask or something like that because I can't see much. I could either look ridiculous and be able to see what I'm doing, or I could look not ridiculous and not being able to see what I'm... You know what, I'll look ridiculous anyway. I'm wearing a cat mask. I'm gonna look ridiculous anyway. Oh, I might be able to find my glasses to offer. I don't wear them enough. again, I can't see my glasses. If I do come across them at any point if I am going to put them on. But for now, I am going to carry on cutting this out. Oh, I actually turned it. There you go, that makes more sense to me. One eye. We've got very, like, round, like, oval eyes. Let's cut out the other eye. I'm trying to stay in frame. That is always the loudest part. No, it's not. I lied. The whole cut thing is a bit loud. This takes so much effort. They have to make these things industrial. There. That's part of the eye cut out. Yeah, I'm just slowly cutting and cutting. This takes so long. Sorry to anyone watching the tutorial, you can skip through my tedious cutting if you want, or you can sit and watch it if you like being bored. I personally wouldn't. It's part of the tutorial, I'd skip through, but you know, you do you. Okay, I'm just gonna turn that upside down and cut this. It's so hard looking through my phone screen. I might go like playing some WCOE a bit later. Should I? Sounds good enough to me. I don't know what I'm going to do on whilst I'm playing WCOE on live though. There. It will be a bit later. I am going to finish the base tutorial. I'm going to do the base tutorial and the felting tutorial. I'm not doing the painting tutorial, I can't do that. But I am going to do the base tutorial now, and then I'll let you know when that ends, so you can leave the live. Then I might come back to the base tutorial a bit later. Not later, like the felting tutorial a bit later, because I like to do things in segments. Anyway, you can either have it like this, then start felting it and have these ears, or you can do what I used to do, which ends up like this, where you add ear shape on the thing, or you can do what I'm showing you to do and cut the ears off entirely and get ears more like this, which is my personal favourite, so you can get ears more like that, because I am doing that. Now I get the pleasure of chopping your ears off. Yeah, I get the pleasure of that. Oh, I need to charge my phone. Wait a minute. So, I like to try and leave like this segment here intact. So I'd say cut off about up to there. And just like along from like there, and along there, then leave it there, and go there and do the same thing on the other side. That's what I like to say, at least. And I am going to look through my phone screen, whilst I'm also trying to keep this. one less ear. That's so similar. I think I cut the ears off way too much again. Anyway, do something similar to that, but maybe actually just try and cut along there next time. But at the same time, this is confusing me a lot. Actually, I don't think I've cut off too much, actually. No, I haven't cut off too much, go me. Alright, we can finish our panic session. We didn't cut off too much. There, you're bold. You look beautiful, buddy. There. And then for the ear shape, if you don't have an ear shape in mind, which I have and accidentally already created, because I have created my ear shape, which is going to be that. Let me just make sure it matches on my current mask. Yes, it does. So I've created this ear shape, but to make that, I've got a piece of paper. I would place your mask and line it up, ignore the failed attempts at ears. It does not take first try, it takes me about 7. I don't expect it to get a good ear shape first time. I would grab a pencil, but I only have a pen on me. Then mark where your ears would start, so I'd say about there, and draw your ear shape out. So I'm just going to draw a fake ear shape because it'll be a really bad ear shape, so don't copy the ear shape I'm drawing. Currently I am just drawing that is a really bad ear shape because I am lifting this up in the air. That is the worst ear shape I've ever drawn, and pretend that's your ear shape. It's not, but pretend it is. Go from the top of that, go down like that, so you've got a little segment there which you'll cut out a bit later, like that. This is my actual ear shape, and you see I've done the same thing. I've drawn the whole thing, then I've gone along there, and I've drawn down, and then cut out. This is in paper, and then I've seen a lot of people use craft foam to do this, or you could use cardboard, but I use really stiff felt. Like, let me back you up a bit, like quite stiff felt compared to the felt I use for felting masks. So this is the felt I use for felting masks. It's really malleable. This is the felt I use for the ears and snouts. It's a lot stiffer. So you cut out this shape twice. And I'll tell you what to do after that. So you want to cut out this shape in felt twice. So I'm going to do that a bit off camera because I might be able to get it on camera if I cut my felt out so that I have enough to cut my ears out, but not too much. Now, there's my very bad ear shape. And then our actual mask base can just go to the side from it. Don't lose it because I have done that before and about died inside. There. I'm leaving it up there so it's in the background. But I'd recommend just putting it on a shelf or just somewhere where you can don't lose it. And then I grab a Crayola marker because they're cheap, but they're strong coloured. Then I like to try and make it so this, so since mine's in a curve, which PVA, like the craft foam and cardboard wouldn't be, but since mine curves up, I like to make it so that it doesn't curve, so I don't have the ear facing that way so the ear curves back. I do this so the ear tries to curve inward, but the cardboard stops it. I'll draw one on this side. Yeah, I'm just doing this off camera. Sorry about that. But I do also need to make sure that it's even. So I can't really make this on camera. There. And put your lid. No, you can. Then make the other on the other side. So you flip it over because they're going to be facing two separate ways. Then flip it over and do it again. Make sure your two things don't overlap. So I'm just going to put it at the very end and hope. There. Then cut both of those out. Yep, no live thing. I am doing this a bit off camera. I am basically just cutting it out. It's nothing interesting. I do try to keep everything important in my frame, but I am doing this off frame because it's much easier. My internet can't be that bad. It's not. I don't know why I keep reconnecting. I'm sorry about that. There's your two ears, which will go on your mask soon. Now, then you get back to your little sheet. And you cut this part out only. So there you go. There, so I have this. Then you cut that out twice. And I know this isn't very interesting. Trust me. It's very interesting to me too. It's not. This is not the most interesting part of mask making, I know, but it's a tutorial, so I kind of have to show everything. Excellent, I was using the wrong thing. There's one. Not cut out, but I've traced that into there. Now I'm going to cut it out again off camera because it makes my life 10 times easier. Will disappear. I'm sorry, my internet keeps disconnecting. There, like that. That's what we'll glue it on to look like in a minute. You have two pieces, and then I need to cut this out once more. First it's this one. It's so easy. I don't even need hot glue for any of this. It stinks with so easily. Then I'm just tracing it once more. I'm sorry if you can hear my neighbour's kids in the background. They are just playing on the trampoline, which I don't blame them. It's nice weather, but I'm not going on my trampoline right now. This is what I'm doing instead. I know it sounds ungrateful. I'm not. I'm just enjoying something else right now. The fact it isn't even nice weather. It's mediocre at best. And it's bad at worst. It's meant to be nice weather today, which is what I'm annoyed at, because I wanted to go out on a walk. So I'm doing a live instead, which isn't bad. It's not my least favourite thing to do, but I would have enjoyed to go on a walk. And yes, I do touch grass. Then I actually, while I was talking about that, have done both of these. Yay. You're going to the side, my child. No, I did not film making her. And also, what I'm making, you cannot copy my design. You can't. There's no. Postman. Sorry about that. The postman showed up and I had to mute my thing, so I didn't sound like I was talking to myself even more than I already am. Because my parents are probably thinking I'm mentally insane, which I might not be wrong. So, now make sure you don't need your cutout anymore. You don't need this anymore. You don't need your paper sheets. You don't need those anymore. You do definitely need your felt ones. 1 second. I have returned this time with a phone charger. So my phone does die. Because it went from about 15% to 5% in about 2 minutes. Probably not been 2 minutes, I just get very distracted whilst I'm making this. Then, now, I'm going to add it on the inside edge. My internet is so bad. I'm so sorry. And then, oh, it's hot. Get your hot glue gun. I'm sorry I did not do a what you need list before starting this live. I was not paying attention to that. And then attempt on doing knots and about knock over everything in your near vicinity as you would there. And by myself it's not needed, so what I'm going to do is when I get the hot glue gun. Sorry, my internet is so bad. I am just doing a bit extra that I forgot to do, but I don't think is important to mention. Sorry, I just made my ears a bit shorter because they were a bit too long. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add this. Wrong ear. No, wrong ear again. That, correct ear. Then I'm going to glue it along that, leaving this length on. Now what I'm going to do is put glue only along the edge, all the way along there. Only on the edge, we're not gluing the whole thing down, just the edge. Actually, I probably will be able to film this if I'm careful. There. And then attaching it, which will be off camera because I'm not wanting to burn myself today. And this is the part where I tend to burn myself. Okay, I haven't burnt myself so far. You'd probably care if I did burn myself, to be fair. Like I did earlier. Yeah. To be fair, my fingers don't burn very easily with the amount of times I've burnt them. It takes a bit of heat to burn them. It does take quite a bit of heat to burn my fingers. Stay down. Like I'm fighting very sticky hot glue at the minute. Isn't setting quick enough. Or is setting too quick in different places. Because that is how everything goes. Under la sea. There. One ear. And then don't worry if this looks like an odd shape. You're going to put later on, not in this live, but in a different live a bit later, maybe not even today. do this twice, so that you've got that side glued on as well. As well. I didn't want my parents to get upset. It's awkward. It's muted. Back to the door. This door is open. Dad has decided to make it on the upstairs. Then I'm just gluing this part in the ear on. I accidentally glued that to my shorts. And your two ears. And I'm going to demonstrate this with one of them. You glue them all like that. And this piece goes in front because you glue that down later. Right? Yeah. And then I'm going to do that. I'm going to end this live and create another live right on the WCA for a bit. So I'm going to end this live in a second. I'm going to make another live for WCA. WCA, but I'm using this like purely as a tutorial. That felt beautiful. It didn't hurt a bit. And once you've got it on like that, you grab that flap and glue it down to that. This is my first time making a tutorial. Oh yeah. It's not the best. There. And then copy that for the other. I'm literally copying it for the other one. Same thing for the other one. So, I don't think nothing will need to be shown again, because it will just be repeated. So I'm doing the exact same thing. His ears look funky. His ears look rather silly. Ouch, by myself. But these ears do look rather silly. Just funny. I'm going to do that. Get that down again. I'm going to go everywhere. It looks rather Godzilla.